Once upon a time, in a lush forest beside a sparkling river, many brown bears lived happily together. Every spring, they held a special event, the Great Fishing Competition. Bears from all over the forest would gather, stand on the river rocks, and wait for the fish to start splashing. With sharp eyes and quick paws, they flipped the fish out of the water, hoping to catch as many as possible. The bear who caught the most fish would be crowned chief bear for the year, a title of honor, respect, and responsibility. Rory was the smallest bear of all. He could barely reach the low branches and waded only in the shallow parts of the river. The bigger bears often ignored him or teased him for his size. But Rory had big dreams. He wanted to prove that even a small bear could do great things. "I want to win the fishing competition," Rory told himself. "I want to show the big bears that little bears like me are important too." When Rory arrived at the river for the competition, the other bears burst into laughter. "You're too little to catch any fish," one of the bigger bears jeered. "You should just play with the other cubs," laughed another. Even the chief bear shook his head and chuckled. "Leave the fishing to the big bears, Rory. This is not a game for little ones." Rory's ears drooped a little, but he didn't let the laughter stop him. He took a deep breath, puffed out his chest, and stepped onto a rock in the middle of the river. The competition began. Big paws splashed and water sprayed in every direction. Fish darted and swirled, easily avoiding the clumsy swipes of the bigger bears. "Missed again," one large bear laughed, watching Rory carefully. Rory didn't rush. He stayed calm and patient, his eyes fixed on the water. Slowly, he noticed a pattern: the fish avoided the big bears because they splashed too much. But Rory, being small and quiet, went unnoticed. Maybe I can do this," Rory whispered to himself. Flick! A silver fish jumped right onto Rory's rock. Flick! Flick! Another fish landed beside him. The pile of fish beside Rory grew bigger and bigger. Soon, the other bears stopped laughing, they couldn't believe their eyes. As the competition went on, Rory became more confident. He noticed shadows in the water, the rhythm of the splashing, and even the subtle currents that guided the fish toward him. While the big bears splashed and stumbled, Rory worked patiently and carefully, catching fish one after another. By the end of the competition, Rory's pile of fish towered higher than any other bear's. Even the chief bear's mouth fell open in astonishment. The chief bear climbed onto a log and called out, "Stop! The competition is over. It's time to count the fish." The other bears watched nervously as each pile was tallied. When it came to Rory's fish, the entire forest fell silent. You've caught the most fish," the chief bear exclaimed. "All this time, we thought because Rory is small, he couldn't compete. But Rory has proven that determination and patience matter more than size." The big bears cheered. Rory stood proudly on his hind legs, his small paws trembling with excitement. "I will try to be a good chief," Rory said, his voice firm and brave. "And my first command is this: all bears, big and small, must be treated equally, because we are all important, no matter our size. Size doesn't matter when you have determination and believe in yourself. Everyone is important, no matter how big or small. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye!